Once you figure out where to go.
I'll just say that.
Keep this open so I know it's from recording yet? Nope. You'll see. It'll record it. It's according to the internet.
We will be starting work application here in about 2 minutes. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the 2018-2019 Academic Awards. I'm Berkeley Hay, Student Council President. On behalf of the student body, thank you all for coming. We appreciate you being here to help us celebrate and reward the academic accomplishments of the Gordon Rushville students. Mrs. J will come up next.
Gordon Rushville High School really excelled this year in the Voice of Democracy essay contest. For this contest, each senior writes the essay and delivers them orally. The state rules say that they must be 3 to 5 minutes and be positive on a patriotic topic given by the state. I chose the top essays, then I had the students record their essays, and I give them to 3 judges who do not know the students. They judge the top 3. The winner goes on to record his or her essay at the radio station, and it goes on to further competition if they should win the region. I had every senior write the essay this year, so all 3 got to go to the radio station and record because of the number that wrote, how many wrote it. 2 of them went on to win again in the region essay contest. Each of the winners receives a check, which Mr. Tom Croats, chairman of the Voice of Democracy essay contest for the post in the district, is here to present. Mr. Croats, if you come up, they've been waiting for those checks. Has their medals and the checks for the essays. Locally, Rianne Ferguson was 3rd place. Hannah Rose was 2nd place. winning ended up 10th in the state. And the higher the student goes, the more money they receive. The top winner can win up to $25,000 in scholarship money. So they did a great job.
The following students have been recognized by the Daughters of the American Revolution. This award is presented to students who exemplify the qualities of honor, service, courage, leadership, and patriotism. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. Jacob Wellnitz, Abigail Bruns, Ashley Bagan, and Berkeley Haig. Each year, outstanding sophomores are selected to attend the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar. This year, the seminar will be held from Friday, May 31st to Sunday, June 2nd, 2019 on the campus of Concordia University at Seward. This year's Hobie ambassadors are Abigail Bruns, Ashton Davis, and Kalana Lovell. Please come forward to receive your recognition.
Member of Congress, 3rd District Adrian Smith, and Nebraska Senator Tom Brewer would like to salute the graduating class of 2019 from Gordon Rushville High School. Students, please pick up your certificates of special congressional recognition at the back table following the awards ceremony. The President's Award for Educational Excellence Program honors students who have achieved high academic goals by their hard work and dedication to learning. These students will receive a certificate signed by the President of the United States and the Secretary of Education. Those students receiving the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher and have been a full-time student at GRHS for 2 years. Will the following students please come forward to receive your award? Juniors, Ashley Bagan, Beth Bragg, Sierra Garrett, Cassie Gunwall, Michaela Jaggers, Brock Meeks, Aspen Ridgard, Maddie Schmidt, Caitlin Schwarting, Tucker Schott, Josie Shadbolt, Joshua Scher, and Caden Vincent. I will now lead the seniors who have received this award, and then Mrs. Campbell can get the picture of all students. Seniors are Mary Britt, Jake Elwood, Rayanne Ferguson, Justin Franson, Carson Hinn, Hayden Hoos, Paige Linders, Gracie Perez, India Ritgarn, Ryan Wellnitz, Zachary Wellnitz. Excellence Award have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or above, have been a full-time student at GRHS for 2 years, and have obtained a score of 25 or higher on their ACT test. Will the following students please come forward to receive your award? Juniors, Grace Anderson, and seniors, Berkeley Haig and Kenna Rose. Congratulations to these students.
The next award is presented to those seniors who are nominated based on their class ranking and ACT scores. This award is presented only to the top 4% of all graduating seniors in the state of Nebraska's class of 2019. This year, we are honored to recognize Berkeley Haig and Kenna Rose with the Omaha World Herald Academic All-State Award. Congratulations. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed to give recognition to Nebraska's outstanding seniors for their excellence in academics and participation in Nebraska School Activities Association activities. Students are nominated in the fall of their senior year, and Gordon Rushville's nominees for this year were Berkeley Haig and Ryan Wilmans. Congratulations to Berkeley. The United States Marine Corps recognizes outstanding performances in academics, athletics, and music. All three fields exemplify the qualities that are inherent to the Marine Corps: smart, tough, and elite. The United States Marine Scholastic Excellence Award goes to academic scholars who are leaders among their peers and outstanding young citizens. This year's Scholastic Excellence Awards go to Gracie Perez and Hayden Hoos.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Mr. Anderson. I taught American Government and American History this last year. And so to reward the boys and girls that have done not only outstanding with their grades, but have engaged consistently in their classroom discussions, I want to recognize those individuals. So starting with American History girls, I would like to recognize Sierra Garrett, Beth Bragg, Maddie Schmidt, and Aspen Rettengard. Please come up. For the boys in American History, Juan de la Cruz and Caden Vincent.
the winner of our Poetry Out Loud competition. This year, we have excellent competition. We have class competitions, and we have an all-school competition. The winner of the all-school competition advances to state. Juan de la Cruz chose a set of poems that were very courageous. They spoke truth to power and definitely hit on social justice issues that are very current. And if you were able to see any of his performances, they were very moving, and he had to work very hard to memorize and to put together the performance that he had at the state competition. Everyone in that room was rooting for him, and had he not had the slightest error in his third poem, I think he would have been the state competitor. But I want to congratulate him for what he did and the way that he represented our school. So Juan de la Cruz, will you please come down and accept the award? Juan did place third at the state competition. Every year, freshmen and juniors submit poems to the John G. Neihart State Historic Site Poetry Contest. Every year, we have been in the top 3 and placing. The students earn a monetary prize for their place and also are published, so they're professional published poets after the contest and make little money too. So I would like to congratulate this year's, we had 2 high school finishers in the top 3, and those 2 were Grace Anderson and Josie Shadwell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Scholarship achievement is recognized by a student's appearance on either the All-A or the A-B honor roll. Students on the A-B honor roll must have at least 2 A's and no grades lower than a B, and students on the A honor roll have all A's. The honor roll is compiled at the end of each of the 4 quarters. Today, we're going to recognize students who are on the A or A-B honor roll for the first, second, and third quarters, since we don't have the 4th quarter done yet. So students, when I call your name, if you please come up, receive your certificate, and then go stand over there for a picture. Grace Anderson. Tristan Anderson, we can hold applause because there was a lot of them. So that's a testament to all the hard work they do. So we'll do it all in the end. Corbin Bailey. Moss Bain. Ashley Bacon. Jacoby Belsky. Ryan Nickel. Andrew Blackout. Aaliyah Moore, Beth Bragg, Tommy Bragg, Faith Bremer, Jayla Bremer, Drake Brewer, Mary Britt, Abigail Bruns, Alyssa Charging Thunder, Bo Child, Ashton Davis, Cameron Elder, Jake Elwood, Jackson Fair, Rianne Ferguson, Justin Franzen, Eden Funk, Sierra Garrett, Zach Giles, Jacob Grover, Castle Gunwall, Berkeley Haig, Brenna Haig, Tatiana Higgins, Carson Hinn, Damian Holman, Matt Hood, Caden Hooper, Hayden Hoos, Mitchell Howe, Shelby Hoover, Elijah Jackson, Michaela Jaggers, Kaylin Jansen, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, Monsi Juarez Montanez, Brianna Kersey, Matthew Kozel, Paige Linders, Brianna Lovell, Keelana Lovell, Paige Lynch, PJ Lynch, Cohen McKinney, Brock Meeks, Jesus Montanez Alviso, Madison Moore, Paige Paul, Gracie Perez, Madison Peterson, Lexi Reeves, Aspen Ritgard, India Ritgard, Kenna Rose, Kira Runninghawk, Maddie Schmidt, Tucker Schott, Dylan Schwarting, Caitlin Schwarting, Kobe Schwarting, Josie Shadbolt, Shauna Shadbolt, Josh Scherer, Callie Schultz, Riley Schneider, Trendon Starr, Caden Vincent, Jacob Weldens, Ryan Weldens, Zach Weldens, and Brandon Zywick. Give them one more big round of applause. The outstanding senior boy and girl and outstanding freshman boy and girl are selected by the faculty. The merit of this award is not only academic achievement, but it also reflects attendance, extracurricular participation, and the students must have made a positive impact on Gordon Rushville High School. Selection is difficult as there are numerous members of the senior class that meet these requirements. This year's outstanding senior girl is Berkeley Haig. And the outstanding senior boy is Ryan Wellens. Please come forward. The outstanding freshman girl is Madison Peterson. And the outstanding freshman boy is Jacob Wellens. Perfect attendance is recognized for those students who miss less than 1/2 day of school throughout the entire school year. Perfect attendance shows the qualities of perseverance, dedication, responsibility, and self-discipline. This group of students is truly an elite group. We did have a few more this year. Usually it's about one, but we did have a few more students this year with perfect attendance, so that is commendable. Would these following students please come forward? Bo Childs, Adriana Fresquez, Jacob Grover, Tucker Schott, and Ryan Wellens. Senior high scholarship recognition is presented to students who have the highest grade point average for the first 3 quarters of this school year. So it is only calculated for this school year based on a 4.0 scale. Recognition is given to the top 2 students in each class, unless there are more than 2 students with a 4.0 grade point average. If so, all of those students are recognized. Will the following students please come forward as I call your name? Freshman, first place, Jacob Wellness, and Ivy Jones Hazelnut. Sophomore, first place, Aaliyah Bourne, Jayla Bremer, Abigail Bruns, Ashton Davis, Ilana Lovell, Madison Moore, and Kobe Shorting, all with 4.0 grade point average. Second place would be Monsi Juarez Montanez and Colin McKibbe, each with a 3.9 grade point average. Monsi and Cohen, are you here? Go ahead and come on down and get your medals. We'll have everybody stay here. Actually, once you receive your medals, why don't we have you over there for a picture? That might be a better place. So stand over there. Juniors, first place, Grace Anderson, Ashley Bacon, Sierra Garrett, and Maddie Schmidt, all with 4.0 grade point averages. Second place would be Michaela Jaggers and Josie Shadbolt with 3.8 grade point averages. Seniors, Jake Elwood, Justin Franzen, Berkeley Haig, Gracie Perez, India Ritgard, Kenna Rose, Ryan Wellness, and Zach Wellness, all tied for first with 4.0 grade point average. And apparently we had some medal malfunctions. I will get you medals here after the award ceremony. They must not have all got right then. So we'll get you those in just a minute. You're still going for your picture. I apologize. Second place for the seniors, Mary Britt, Rianne Ferguson, and Paige Linders, all with 3.9 grade point averages. We do have the second place, first place. Give them all one more round of applause. Next, we'd like to recognize our students who have gone above and beyond and taken courses for college credit. Our students have the opportunity to participate in upper-level courses for college credit through Western Nebraska Community College, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, Shatter State College, and Nebraska Wesleyan University. Selection for and participation in these advanced courses requires commitment and dedication for those students who want to advance and enrich their educational experiences. Would the following students please come forward? Grace Anderson in Humanities and Psychology, Corbin Bailey in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. And there's quite a few of you, so when you get your certificate, we'll have you take a picture up there. Andrew Black Elk in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2. Thomas Bragg in English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Mary Britt in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Jake Elwood in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2. Rianne Ferguson, College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Justin Franzen, College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, and Psychology. Sierra Garrett, Psychology. Zach Giles, College Algebra, and English Comp 1 and 2. Castle Gunwall, Humanities. Berkeley Hay, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Carson Hinn, College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Damian Holman, College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Hayden Hoos in English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, Achieving College Success, and Humanities. Michaela Jaggers in Humanities. Kaylin Jansen in Humanities. Paige Linders in English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, Achieving College Success, Psychology, and Human Development. Paige Lynch in Advanced Speech, Achieving College Success, and Psychology. Gracie Perez in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Aspen Ritgard in Humanities. India Ritgard in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Kenna Rose, College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Dylan Schwarting in College Algebra, English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Callie Schultz in Advanced Speech and Achieving College Success. Jackson Thies in Humanities. Ryan Wellnitz in College Algebra and English Comp 1 and 2. And Zach Wellnitz in English Comp 1 and 2, Advanced Speech, and Achieving College Success. Again, I'd like to congratulate all of our students on their academic success this year, and I would like our younger students to just take note of all of the positive accomplishments of our older students and remember to take those educational risks. That'll push you forward as you get ready to be prepared after high school. So one more round of applause for all the accomplishments. Next will be Berkeley and Carson with Student Council Awards.
This year, the Gordon Rushville Student Council was very busy. We have tackled many tasks. As we do every year, the Student Council coordinates the homecoming festivities for the week with different dress-up themes each day, a downtown pep rally, and a dance after the football game on Friday night. This year, we were able to have an outdoor dance in the park because homecoming was the first week of the school year. Throughout the school year, we did a few different fundraisers to help benefit the local care group. We held bake sales for them in October, and we helped with selling the cupcakes for care and delivering them in February. In November, we hosted the Veterans Day program. We were able to have the Gordon and Rushville 5th grade classes combine and sing during the program. We're also lucky to have Ms. Thomas show her video of many local veterans. Throughout the year, the student council members volunteer their time in many school and community events. In February, we had a food drive to help refill both the Gordon and Rushville food pantries after the holiday season. And of course, seniors won. This year, the food drive was a contest to see which class would bring the most pounds of food. The class was the most pounds of food, over 100 pounds, won the contest and got to give Mr. Morris a much-needed haircut. GRHS combined brought in over 800 pounds of food. And lastly, during Teacher Appreciation Week this week, we honored every staff member at GRHS by giving them a small gift to let them know how much they are appreciated for everything they do for all the students throughout the year. Throughout the year, the Student Council also had many pep rallies to help boost school spirit for all activities. The Students Council was led by President Berkeley Haig and myself, Vice President Carson Henn. And sponsors are Ms. Heiser and Ms. Anderson. At this time, we would like to recognize those members of Student Council and the activities and groups they represent. Please hold your applause until they are all named. Please come forward when your name is called to receive your certificate and pin. Jake Elwood, senior class. Gracie Perez, senior class. India Rickern, National Honor Society. Brianne Ferguson, National Honor Society. Hayden Hoos, FFA. Ashley Bagan, junior class. Tucker Schott, junior class. Sierra Garrett, GR Club. Kaden Vincent, GR Club. Maddie Schmidt, choir. Kate Balderrama, choir. Evan Jones Hazelbank, speech. Castle Sweeney, speech. Jackson Thies, fine arts. Josh Shearer, band. Calvin Landreth, band. Ashton Davis, sophomore class. Key level, sophomore class. Paige Paul, FFA. Bree Level, fine arts. Jake Walnuts, freshman class. And Maddie Peterson, freshman class.
Yesterday, we got the privilege of listening to 3 sets of candidates for next year's Student Council President and Vice President. Once their name is called, the winning candidates' names are called, they will come up here and give an acceptance speech. So. Your 2 2019-2020 Student Council President and Vice President, Sierra Garrett and Brock Hayes.
Okay, we just want to start off by saying thank you to all who voted for us and believe in us. We really can't wait to make next year very exciting and fun, and we can't wait to help our school out.
Yeah, it was a good run, everybody. I enjoyed it. Competition, we love you guys. We're gonna have a good year next year. Go Mustangs!
Again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming. We're going to have a brief 4 or 5 minute intermission, and then we'll have our Fine Arts Award. Students, just go ahead and sit tight because we just have to get a few things set up and we'll begin our awards. Thank you.
Seniors, now would be a good time to go pick up your congressional certificates, please, at the back table.
They deserve it. I was going to say that you needed a shout out. Why did you do here? All right. Think about it here. Probably. I won't say anything. I won't say anything inflammatory much.
I'm the Fine Arts President, Zach Wellness. This year, we had a very successful year with one act going to state, once again, speech with 5 qualifiers for state, and the OID, the Elephant Man, qualifying at state, and then also a very successful spring play, Mamma Mia. Also, choir and band, once again, had a very successful year, along with the art club, which made very nice projects, which please go back and look at them once these are open. So, now, can I have Mrs. J and Mr. Lowe come up for 1X?
Well, it seems that I was just up here. It was just yesterday that we were going to 7 a.m. one-act practice, but again, another year's come to an end. I always like to give my thank yous first because it wouldn't have been possible to be successful without the help of so many others. So thanks to the school board, administration, faculty, and community that support our program. Thanks to the parents who encourage and support their children to try an art that will help them throughout life. A special thank you to 2 individuals who will receive the Friend of Fine Arts this year. Mike Wellens, first of all, Mike, if you'll come up here. Once again, help with the makeup. Mike was right in his element again this year with the bruises and the blood. He is good with that, and he helps me out a lot. Yep. And the other Friend of Fine Arts this year is Amy Schmidt, who spent an entire day in the theater helping paint the ceiling on the stage this year, so we could get ready for the ceiling. A big thank you to the cast and crew who put up with the rigorous 7 a.m. schedule and often very demanding directors. And of course, a shout out to my husband who builds my sets, carts my sets, takes them down, sets them up, and has insurmountable patience with me during one-act season. I would be hard put to do it without Doug. All right, now on with the play. This year's play was Nicholas Nickleby. And first, I'd like to recognize the cast and crew. As you're recognized, you'll receive your letter if it's the first time you've lettered, and your certificate if you have lettered previously. Also, because we made it to state, there's a state certificate there as well, and if you want a district award, it's there. So as you come up, you should get everything in one little thing, I hope. So here we go with the list, and I hope all of that. Okay, and hopefully you like to go right off the top. Yep, Trendon Zalonki. Okay, if you'll just hold your applause till the end, and then when you guys get these, if you'll just stay right there, so as I give you awards, you don't have to keep coming from all over the place, and that'll save a little time too. Okay, Trendon Zalonki, Eli Cookston, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, Damian Holman, Elijah Jackson, Caitlin Schwarting, Sierra Garrett, Brianna Lovell, Evan Jones Hazeldine, Zach Wellnitz, Berkeley Hagg. I'll hold up just a minute. Thanks, Zach. And go over there and bleachers, what you get them, guys. And your state and district things should be with them if you've got an award. Should all be together. Okay, Berkeley Hagg, Keelan Lovell, Caden Swooper, Ryan Wellnitz, Jackson Thies, Brandon Zywick, Jacob Grover, Maddie Schmidt, Jacob Wellnitz, Brenna Hagg. How we doing? Aspen Raycarn, Michaela Jaggers. I think I got the easy job. Madison Peterson. Aiden Funk. Abby Bruns, Tucker Schott, Aliyah Bourne, Justin Franson, Shailene Landreth, Stren Elmquist, Rain Charging Thunder, Tegan Snyder, Riley Snyder, Logan Derringer, Tristan Derringer, and Lexi Reeves. Wait till they get all on there. That takes a lot of the crowd, doesn't it? Come out, right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your one act cast. Just stay there. This year was another very good year. We won Western Trails Conference and got a first from all three judges across the board. We also won Class B districts with a first from all three judges across the board. I might add that we were the smallest Class B school in the state, and we beat Gary District, who is the largest Class B school in the state. And the district performance was flawless. I only wish our state performance would have been the same. We placed fourth in the state. We were bumped from third to fourth because we did go overtime on that big Johnny Carson stage. I think if we'd had our pace right, I think we could have been first or second. So that's what we're shooting for next year. There were many actors and actresses recognized, and even more who probably should have been recognized at the competitions. Those making all conference, and they already have their certificates, but if you could just step forward or wave your hand from where you're at. They were Evan Jones Hazeldine, Zach Wellnitz, Ryan Wellnitz, Berkeley Haig, Elijah Jackson, Damian Holman, Jackson Thies, Aspen Rickgarn, Caitlin Schwarting, and Sierra Garrett. And Zach, I'm going to have you wait a minute because I'm going to give you both medals at once, but Zach received overall Best Actor at Western Trails Conference. Zach Williams. Okay, again, raise your hand or jump up and down or whatever you want to do, but those who were recognized in districts, did you give them the certificates as well? They were in there, right? You got your district ones, those of you got work, okay. Those who were recognized in districts were Damian Holman, Evan Jones Hazeldine, Zach Wellnitz, Ryan Wellnitz, Berkeley Haig, and Elijah Jackson. So there were 6 actors that won acting awards at both Western Trails Conference and districts. They will receive an excellent for acting pin, and now you can come forward and get those. Okay, those who won acting awards at both competitions: Damian Holman, Evan Jones Hazeldine, Zach Wellnitz, Ryan Wellnitz, stay here for a picture, Berkeley Haig, and Elijah Jackson. Pretty heavy on the males, aren't we? Zach, just stay up here. Yep, and, no, just hang on. Yeah, just. We also had two young men. Stay there. Just till we're done. Because I don't want you to have to pop back and forth for officers either. I know I'm bossy. We also had two young men who were recognized at state, which is huge. Evan Jones Hazeldine and Zach Wellness. And Zach won the coveted Class B Best Actor. This little statue of Zach will now go into the trophy case. We will have a little Zach now to look at every time we come in the entrance. And Zach, if you come forward for your conference and state medals. That is a hard thing to do, but well deserved both years actually. The next thing is the officers for next year. Your certificate for that was also in there, I believe, or did it? You got it? Okay. Every one of the seniors who will get the offices next year have been in the One Act every year. And so that means that they care about the program, and I'm sure they'll be here next year. President for next year is Evan Jones Hazeldine. Vice President is Sierra Garrett. Secretary is Maddie Schmidt. Treasurer is Aspen Redgarn. Student Council is Caitlin Schwarting and Jackson Thies. We should have a lot of senior leadership in next year's One Act. Next will be the West Award. As most of you know, you've heard the story. Wes was a young man who was killed, and he was always involved in every play, and I've given the Wes Award ever since he passed. He was in every play, but he was someone who never got a lead role, never got the glory, but he always worked hard behind the scenes, and he always had a smile on his face, and did whatever was asked of him and supported everyone. There is no contention for the Wes Award. Sorry, I'm having a hard time. It goes to a young man who will do absolutely anything I ask of him. Often he's the only one left helping me when everyone else is gone. He even gave up weekends to help me paint the theater, the ceiling, the office to get it ready for Western Trails. He has won this award before. This award goes to Ryan Wellness. He was also my aide this year. I don't know how I'm ever going to replace him. He has been helping me ever since he was a freshman, so there's going to be an empty spot there next year. Next is a Cameo Award. This year's Cameo, and you're going to say, how can a cameo go to a title role? But Nicholas Nickleby is an 8-hour play, and I cut it down to 30 minutes. And it kind of cut a lot from the title role. And so this year, actually, the Cameo Award goes to the title role, and that goes to Elijah Jackson. The next award is the Best Supporting Male Actor. Understandably, this goes to a young man who was a state nominee, Evan Jones Hazeldine for The Evil Mr. Squeers. because this is an ensemble play, there were no supporting actress roles because all of them were important and all of them had equally important part. So we only have one female award this year, female that won at both conference and districts. And this goes to Berkeley Haig for Mrs. Squeers, Evan's evil counterpart. Best actor, of course, you already know that. It goes to the first person to win the Class B state actor, since we hadn't had a female win Best Actress, and that was in Class C since the consolidation, but this was our first Class B state actor winner, and that goes to Zach Wellens. The last two awards for our academic All-State. This award is given by the NSAA. To be considered a participant, you must have a cumulative grade point average of 93 or above, which we have a ton of our cast members that have a 93 or above, but you have to be a difference maker. This year's academic All-State award goes to Zach and Ryan Wellens. So to the cast and crew of Nicholas Nickleby, we're proud of you. It's to place at the top of Class B at state is no small feat. Thank you very much, all of you. We had a good run. Microphones are not very kind to me, always.
Before I get to the speech awards, I would like to take a moment to thank the bus drivers for getting us to and from meets safely, the administration for all their support in getting all transportation needs met, fellow teachers for allowing students to practice with them before or after school to get more feedback other than the constant feedback that I would give them every single time they came in. Parents for sending and bringing snacks to meets and getting your child up each week to catch the bus in the morning. And then lastly, the students coming in nearly each and every week to practice. You made it a lot easier to wake up so early on Saturdays. So first, I would like to recognize every speech member. So if you would come up and get your certificate, and then just kind of come over here just like the one afterwards did as well. And then we don't have to run so far away. So, recognition for speech recipients are Lupe Sanchez, Ryan Wellens, Zach Wellens, Casa Gunwall, Evan Jones Hazeldine, Calvin Landreth, Sarah Meisner, Aspen Ridgarn, Josie Shackle, Jackson Deese, Rain Charging Thunder, Eli Cookston, Cadence Hooper, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, Shauna Shackle, and Jacob Wellens. Students participating in speech for the first time will receive a speech pin and then a chenille if you did get one for 1X as well. So these recipients are Rain Charging Thunder, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, Shauna Shadbolt, and Jacob Wellness. And we have awards up here. So please come. In order to receive the service bar for speech, one must accumulate at least 175 total points during the season. They are able to get these points by practicing, competing at meets, placing at a meet, etc. So students receiving at least that 175 point mark will receive the service bar. So these recipients are, and they're in your little bag if you already got one. Munchkins. Brian Willits, Zach Willits, Castle Dunwall, Evan Jones Hazeldine, Sarah Meisner, Aspen Rickard, Josie Shadbolt, Jackson Peace, Eli Cookston, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, Shauna Shadbolt, and Jacob Wellness. I really think you have yours. Shauna too. And once the students reach that 175 point, we encourage them to even accumulate even more. And so we have some honorary pins that are given out if they receive at least 300 points. And so it was kind of hard since we didn't make it to too many meets. So they're a little lower than normal, but we still have a few that made it. We had 3 400-point recipients, Evan Jones Hazeldine with 444 points. Ivy Jones Hazeldine with 402. Jacob Wellness with 405. We had one 600-point recipient. Zach Wellness made 655 points. And Ryan barely squeaked by with 702 points. Okay, so like I was saying before, we competed strong at the beginning of the year, and then the weather just kind of decided it didn't want speech to happen ever. So we didn't have any competition on February 6th because that was supposed to be our conference, and we were supposed to travel to Kimball then, and so due to weather, we obviously didn't get to go. And the meet kept getting postponed and postponed, we'll just run it this next meet. And it never really worked. And so our next meet was actually districts in March 11th, so a month after all this happened. We traveled to Geary for districts, and we would compete once again, finally. So I think they were just tired of hearing me say the same comments over and over again. So, like I said, March 11th, we finally got to go to districts, And students receiving 45 points or higher by a judge receive a district superior rating. So these students are Ryan Wellens in poetry and duet. Zach Wellens in duet and OID. Evan Jones Hazeldine in humorous and OID. Ivy Jones Hazeldine in informative and OID. Jacob Wellens in humorous and OID. Shauna Shackle, OID. Josie Shackle, OID. Aspen Redgarn, serious and OID. Sarah Meisner, OID. Hassel Gunwald, extemporaneous and OID. And Jackson Beast for entertainment. And like all districts, we had some heartbreaks, but we had 5 students in 4 events survive the finals, and we're the top 3, giving them a ticket to state. So these 5 state participants are Ryan Wellens in poetry and duet, Zach Wellens in duet and OID, Evan Jones Hazeldine in humorous and OID, Ivy Jones Hazeldine, OID, and Jacob Wellens in OID. And if you guys just want to stay up here. And then these 5 also were state superior ratings, so they all received at least a 45 by their judges. So in the same events. So Ryan poetry and duet, Zach duet and OID, Evan humorous and OID, Ivy OID, and Jacob in OID. At state, these 5 students performed very well, and most placed in the top 10 or very close. However, our OID, consisting of Zach, Evan, Ivy, and Jacob, made it into finals and placed 6th and received medals already. The competition is so incredibly great that it's so amazing and such an accomplishment. And I would have hated to be the judges. I'm sorry, it was amazing. So, yes. The next award is the Academic All-State Award. The Academic All-State Award recognizes students who have been nominated by their schools based on their individual academic excellence, leadership, and significant contributions to the NSAA activities. These 2 students show excellence in leadership in both classroom and speech. This year was extremely difficult, and I had to get extremely picky once again. So the Academic All-State recipients are Ryan Mullins and Zach Mullins. And my last comments are the speech officers for next year. So, President
good afternoon. First of all, we've got a couple thank yous as well. We would like to thank Mr. Livingston and Ms. Liggett and Mr. Walker for letting us introduce journalism and broadcasting to our school so that we could have another avenue to showcase what some of our talents are with students as well. So thank you for allowing us to bring this to our school. This is the second year for journalism and broadcasting, and it was a great success. Last year we had 3 students make it to state, and this year we had 13. So a big increase. So we had a very successful year. If you were a member of Ms. Haddon's journalism crew or Ms. Campbell's broadcasting crew and sent a state entry, please stand up and be recognized. To letter in journalism and broadcasting, your entry has to be selected as a state qualifier. The following students have lettered in journalism and broadcasting and also qualified to participate in state. State was held at Northeast Community College in Norfolk on April 23rd. We had a great trip. I had a crazy wild ride with some cool cats, and I know they had some excitement and fun in the other vehicle too, so it was a good trip. We brought home a lot of hardware, and so if we could get the following students to come forward, they qualify for state journalism and broadcasting. Corbin Bailey, Harley Bain, Moss Bain, Jayla Bramer, Zach Giles, Carson Hinn, Ben Jones Hazeldine, Matt Hood, Bree Lovell, Dylan Schwarting, Kobe Schwarting, Clay Shields, and Ryan Walnuts. And please let me know right now if I did not announce somebody. So while they're getting your certificates, you guys, if this is the first time that you've lettered in fine arts, you need to see Mr. Walker and I for a fine arts chenille, okay? So we can get you one of those. Okay, placing at state, all right? In broadcast public service announcements, GRHS brought home 2 of the top 8 in Class B. 6th place went to Harley Bain and Kobe Schwarting with their drinking and driving public service announcement. Third place went to Bree Lovell, Jayla Bramer, and Moss Bain with their video on bullying. And if you guys could come up here and get a picture, all the public service announcement people. Harley. So you. Okay. The group, including Bree Lovell, Ben Jones Hazeldine, and Jayla Bramer, placed 8th with their broadcast feature story on Piece of Cake. So you 3 can come up. In In the category of broadcast sports story, we had two groups that placed in the top 8 as well. Zach Giles brought home the 6th place medal on his story with Dylan Schwarting breaking the school record. So 6th place is Zach. And then 4th place in the same category went to Clay Shields, Dylan Schwarting, and Carson Hinn with their story on our famous bull rider, Connor Alverson. They had a little fun competition here, can you tell? They were all great videos. Placing 8th in broadcast news story was Corbin Bailey and Matt Hood with their story titled Mountain Lion and Gordon. This next guy, I tell you what, he had a successful year. And I have to give him a shout out for the yearbook right now as well, because he's my right-hand man along with Ashley. Those two are go-getters on our yearbook. So this guy brought home 3 state medals, including a 2nd place in news feature photography, a 3rd place in advertising, and a 5th place of state in editorial cartooning. Ryan Wellnitz. That's 3 state medals in Class B. It's pretty awesome. Next, we have our academic all-state for journalism, and that goes to Ryan Wellnitz and Kobe Schwarting. So we had a great year. We'd love to have more members, submit a lot more entries. It's a serious competition down there. They give team awards for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We think it'd be pretty sweet to bring home one of the top 3 places in Class B to our school. So thanks for all of your work that all of you guys over there did, and to all of those that had entries that were submitted as well. And that's it for us. Next up is Mr. Lovell and Mrs. Johnson with the play.
If you were part of the Mamma Mia spring production cast, would you please stand and be recognized right now? These students worked diligently to pull off the spring musical this year, especially with 2 bomb cyclones and 6 lost rehearsals. And we were very impressed at how the production turned out overall. So thank you guys for all your hard work and effort. They sold out all 4 shows. The place was packed, and tickets were hard to get a hold of. And we're just very proud of you guys. So thank you for all your hard work and dedication. We're going to start with our Tech Awards for Mamma Mia. And we would like to recognize these 3 young men worked very hard behind the scenes to make that production come into play. So, we would like to recognize our Tech Awards today go to Stren Almquist, Justin Franson, and Joe Good. These guys worked really hard. Stren ran backstage like a madman. Joe was upstairs one night doing spot, sound, lights, and anything else we needed him to do, and he was up in it's like a rabid bunny. I've never seen anybody move like that. That was great. So, and Justin was my right-hand man for sound, so I really appreciate you guys and all your hard work. Thanks again. This year's Cameo Award goes to, Cameo is a smaller, a bit part of our production, and this year's Cameo goes to a young man who I just met this year, and I walked into Mrs. Johnson's room, and he said, hey, I'd like to be part of that production. I'm like, well, come on out. And we had an opening for one of our characters, because we didn't cast it right away, and this young man really stepped up, and not only did he play the part, but he ran a spotlight for us, too. And so this year's 2019 Cameo Award goes to Mr. Avery Nelson. Avery played Father Alexandrius in the play too, so thank you, Avery. Our next award is the Best Actor Award in this production. This young man has just worked his tail off to do everything that he could possibly do in his 4 years of high school. And so today we would like to recognize as our Mamma Mia Best Actor, Mr. Zach Lomitz. Mamma Mia, if you're not familiar with it, focuses on the 70s music from the Swedish group ABBA. And in order to do this, you have to have people that can play Meryl Streep, and you have to have people that can play the part of Sophie. And they got to be great singers because they carry half of the load of the musical on their own. And so this year, I know how much hard work these women put into it because they worked really hard. One, because I lived with one of them, and she didn't have a choice, really, but she did it without me prodding her at home. And the other one, I know how hard her parents push her and to do this and to work at it and to do everything that she does in the school. So today's Best Actresses for Mamma Mia is going to go to a co-best actress, Brie Lovell and Maddie Schmidt. And so that will conclude our Mamma Mia production awards. And next we will have the art awards by Mrs. Wilson.
Thank you for coming and honoring all these students. It's nice to recognize all the hard work and determination throughout the year. They are the reason you're here to begin with. So, and like Zach said earlier, make sure you get a chance to look at all the artwork in the back. Each year in November, I'm going to take up to 10 lucky individuals to Chadron State College campus, and they get to participate in different art activities, with different art media such as ceramics, watercolor, graphic design, and photography. These students will receive an Art Day participation certificate, so please come up and remain standing until all your names have been called. And if you want to hold applause, that'd be great as well. So, these students are Kylie Honeymoons, Lashaya Highhawk, Lupe Sanchez, Rain Charging Thunder, Corbin Bailey, Ryan Wilnitz, and Kaylin Jansen. I also have to give a shout out to Mr. May's wife, Lori, for driving the other Suburban. There are times when I had to be gone and I knew things were going to be okay because I had a few helpers in each of my classes. These individuals helped sub take attendance, they knew where to get extra supplies, and sometimes they even stayed a little bit later after class to help clean up supplies as well. And because I had a student teacher this semester, it's kind of a limited number this year. So with the 3 students they call, come and get your certificate. Charlie Running Hawk, Grace Anderson, and Hannah Schultz. I always try to choose one student from each class that has made the most progress throughout the entire year. Some years it's pretty easy, some are more difficult. And unfortunately I was able to narrow down a few classes. So without further ado, I would like to have the following students come up and remain standing until your names are being called. Amber Coombs, Lupe Sanchez, Jacob Wellnitz, Charlie Running Hawk, Max Ming, Sarah Meisner, Kaylin Jansen, and Kylie Clemmings. The Outstanding Artist Award goes to each art level that has had the highest grade average in all class for all 4 quarters. These 4 students have done everything possible, such as extra credit assignments, taking some time and some advice and fixing the assignments, or just taking a little bit more time to make sure that everything matches up with a near perfect score for the rubric. So if you would like to come and get your award, Ryan Wilnitz, Abigail Confalone, Corbin Bailey, Adriana Fresquez, Rain Charging Thunder, Grace Anderson, Gail Kelly, Kira Runnock, and Alicia Hess. my last award goes to Art for students. It's not very often that I get the pleasure of having a student 4 years in school, and this year I had one. And we were actually discussing, the last time was your freshman year? Yeah, so not very often. And so it's kind of fun. He kind of decides his own projects, and then I say, okay, you get it to 0%, so defend why you shouldn't get to 0. And he has to argue his way to whatever grade he ends up getting. So it's kind of scary, and it's kind of fun. And so, Ryan Wellnitz, please come and get your award. And that concludes my art awards, and so up next is Mr. Ming with the band awards.
All right, it's always hard to follow all these great speakers, but you want to look on the bright side. If you see my name, we're getting to the bottom. So you're doing great. So first of all, I would like to point out the High Plains folks. High Plains Honor Band, Honor Choir, they have honor guitar and piano. So you send in an audition, a recording, and they choose whether you're worthy to be in their group. So this year, I'd like to show the band and guitar. The guitar was Justin Franzen, Riley Snyder, and Brock Meeks. And with the band was Castle, Sweeney, Rain Charging Thunder, Josh Shearer, Max Ming, Zach Walnuts, and Ty Taylor. Now on the piano, I believe we had Rain, Maddie, and Josie, if I'm not mistaken. Come on down. The piano folks they take lessons, I think over there probably, they take lessons. They're not my students or Mr. Levels, but they earned it, and congratulations. And this year, we had a couple of 3-year folks, one in the choir, and then Max got it, and Beth Bragg got it. So that's outstanding, because they have another year and they have a chance to be a 4-year High Plains honor student. So congratulations. The next awards are the Western Trails Honor Band Awards. So we'll start up. We have Max Ming, Ty Taylor, Zach Wellnuts, Brock Meeks, Justin Franzen, Riley Snyder, Rain Charging Thunder, Castle Sweeney. What a great crew, huh? So I heard a yeah up there. I tell you what, I've got more support from people that are not in band than I've ever had in my life, and I appreciate that. I've had people playing in the pet band, they're not signed up. I have a person that's going to play at graduation that is not a member of the band. Kate Vince is going to help us out. Do it. It's fun. By the way, I want to tell you, when I started here, there was not a whole lot of people in band, and then by 2005, we got up to, was it 2007? We were up to 96 people in band. And now it's gone down in numbers, but it is a blast. Folks, you don't sign up for a class because you already know it. So if you don't know it and you want to do it, please do it. Have fun. Any of these activities, if you're scared, don't be. You don't have to know it to get involved. Journalism, anything. Just get involved. I would encourage everyone to do. All right, I'm done with that. We're going to go on to district music. So the is a group not only of talent, but humility. They're not a bunch of stars, but they're hardworking. And as a result, they become stars. And I appreciate every one of them. Let's give them a hand. So they're also our jazz band. And there are no alto saxes or some of the jazz instruments. We don't have a trombone section. We have a trombone. So we cover them with whatever we can. We change parts. People play whatever I throw at them, and they're willing to take a chance. And it paid off, and I'm grateful for you. So this is also our jazz band. Our jazz combo received a superior rating, and that as Max Ming, Riley Snyder, Justin Franzen, Brock Meeks, Ty Taylor, and Zach Moments. So we'll be pleased to help you. It was kind of thrown together, but when you consider all the hours of practice developed, the skills to do these songs, it wasn't thrown. It was thrown together after the last, maybe 8 years of practice. Thank you, guys. The next group who received a superior rating from all 3 judges and received a plaque was the commercial music group. That's Sierra Garrett, Justin Franzen, Josie Shebel, Riley Snyder, and Ty Taylor. And that's a fun group as well. All right, the last 2 for district music were the outstanding soloists. So I would like to recognize Rain Charging Thunder, come on up here, as receiving an outstanding soloist on her piece. And I tell you, if you heard it, you'd know it is a very difficult and lengthy piece. I think the key to some of this is getting out of the way, because both Rain and Castle did this all on their own. I kind of gave them some music, and they worked it out. They did an amazing job. Castle, for our outstanding flute solo. Now at district music, there's just a few of the best receive an award for outstanding performance. And this year we were fortunate enough for Castle received the Outstanding Performance Award. I did neglect one Western Trails award. We had one 4-year participant, and that was Zach Wilnitz. The next award I have is for a band member that's been very reliable since 6th grade. Always can count on this person to be there. So I have an award called The Rock. Willing to do whatever. Hasn't always been in honor bands, but lately has been in honor bands, all of them. And so I want to make sure and recognize him for his year after year diligence and dependability. He's been dependable every single day, except for this morning. Ty, oh yeah, that's right. Ty, come on over. He's been out some time. I gotta do that. The Rock. And he insisted from 6th grade to carry the biggest drum he could find. And he's still carrying that drum. All right. Yes. I tell you, if you only knew how much fun I have in this class. Oh, I gotta give a shout out. This is my room, my band room, and I share it with a colleague, Boone Bowker. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Thank Boone Bowker for sharing his room, and he's very supportive. Give him a hand. This Simple Fidelis Award is an award from the Marine Corps, and it's for diligence, dedication, and music excellence in performing high school events. I have two of these today. They go to Max Ming and Castle Sweeney. The next award I have is the Nebraska School Activities Award for Academic All-State. In recognition for academic excellence and exemplary leadership in music goes to Justin Franzen. Now we have the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is given to Riley Snyder. He's willing to try anything, and I'm appreciative of it. Solos on anything. Yes. Okay. Now the next award is the Patrick Gilmore Award, and I always give this to the student who is extremely hardworking and diligent and is always there to help. And I have such a man, and it appears that he's that way in everything he does. He's been up here a lot today. I'm giving this award to Zach Lomas. Now my final award is the John Phillips Sousa Award in recognition of outstanding achievement, interest in music, instrumental music for singular merit, loyalty, and cooperation, for display those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires, and it was easy, and this goes to Justin Franzen. Congratulations. And that concludes my portion. Thanks for making it an incredible year, folks.
Next, we'll have our local music awards for this year. We're going to start with our Western Trails Honor Choir. This was held at Hemingford High School on November 12, 2018. Our guest conductor was our very own Pastor Jason Hurd. How about a round of applause for that? When I call your name, Mr. Hurd will hand you your award, and you'll stand over here in the bleachers. We'll have a picture taken. Our sopranos: Brenna Bostock, Jayla Bramer, Monty Juarez, Moss Bain, Sierra Garrett, Beth Bragg, and Brenna Haig. Our altos: Ashley Began, Bree Lovell, Key Lovell, Lexi Reeves, Maddie Schmidt, Shauna Shadwell, and Faith Bramer. Our tenors: Brandon Zywick, Eli Cookston, Gabe Garcia, Elijah Jackson, and Josh Scherer, who was a 3-year honor choir member. Our bassists: Brock Meeks, Harley Bain, Kate Harris, Max Mang, and Zach Wellness, yet another 3-year honor choir member. How about a round of applause for those kids? Once again, Gordon Rushville High School Vocal Music was well represented in WTC with the most members from any school participating that day. Next, we're going to recognize our CSC High Plains Honor Choir. These students have already received their certificates. We just want them to come down and have the picture taken, please. Our 3-times High Plains Vocal Music, Beth Bragg, Maddie Schmidt, Faith Bramer, Josie Shadwell, Bree Lovell, and Lexi Reeves. Next, we're going to recognize our district music results. These are superior ratings. These students receive a certificate for their work. And we're going to first recognize today our vocal soloist. Our lone vocal soloist down there this year was Michaela Jaggers. I think my words got a little twisted last time I was up here. What I meant to say was this young lady pushes herself, not her parents push her to work very hard. So I'm sorry about that. I just know how hard she works at home due to conversations with her mother. So, sorry about that. Okay? It's like your parents are not Nazis. They're not pushing you to do this, all right? So, anyway, please recognize on a piano solo Miss Maddie Schmidt. Okay, next up we have our women's ensemble. This was our lone large ensemble that received all ones from the judges and thus received a plaque for their hard work. When I call your name, please come down here and stand. Cadence Bailey, Raylan Blackup, Brenna Bostock, Mary Britt, Amber Coombs, Maddie Cotan, Maddie Elsie, Brenna Haig, Brooklyn Hathorn, Tatiana Higgins, Chloe Littlemoon, Bree Lowell, Maddie Peterson, Kylie Pennywoods, Kenna Rose, Caitlin Schwarting, Josie Shadwell, Shauna Shadwell, Callie Schultz, Catherine Balderrama, Moss Bain, Ashley Began, Jacoby Belsky, Faith Bramer, Jayla Bramer, Abigail Bruns, Sarah Conquering Bear, Amaya DeSursa, Sierra Garrett, Ashaya Highhawk, Cadence Hooper, Shelby Holbert, Monty Montanez, Juarez, and Brianna Kersey, Shaylee Landreth, Key Lovell, Lexi Reeves, Maddie Schmidt, Beth Bragg, Paige Linders, and Michaela Jaggers, and we have a certificate for you. These young ladies did 2 pieces at District Music Contest, one by Enya called Only Time, and another one by Ryan Main entitled Dies Irae, and both pieces very intense. Both wonderfully done in districts, and the judges rewarded you with these certificates. We sent 2 other large groups to district music contests this year, our mixed choir and our jazz choir. And the results that we were given a plaque for the jazz choir. However, when I retabulated one judge's scores, it didn't quite work out with a superior rating. So our jazz choir and our concert choir did wonderful, and they should have been recognized as such. If you were in the Gordon Rushville High School choir this year, would you please stand and be recognized? Next, we'd like to recognize our section leaders and our choir officers. Our president this year, if you'll just stand and be recognized and hold your applause until the very end. Our president was Zach Wellnitz. Our vice president was Caitlin Shorten. Our secretary was Elijah Coachton. Our treasurer was Mary Britt. Our Stuco reps were Caitlin Balderrama and Maddie Schmidt. Our second hour section leaders, sopranos, Callie Schultz, altos, Caitlin Shorting, tenors, Jackson Fair, basses, Brock Meeks. Third hour section leaders, sopranos, Sierra Garrett, altos, Maddie Schmidt, tenors, Gabe Garcia, basses, Zach Wellnitz, and our fourth hour section leaders, sopranos, Beth Bragg, altos, Caitlin Shorting, tenors, Gabe Garcia, and basses, Zach Wellnitz. Give them a round of applause, please. And if you are a 4-year member of our Gordon Rushville High School choir, would you please stand and be recognized now? I said 4-year. Gotcha. I've been in it since 8th grade, Mr. Lovell. Right. All right. Next, we have the John Philip Sousa Choral Award. This is the pinnacle of achievement for high school choir students. It was created in 1955. This award honors the top student in a high school band and/or choir, and recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication to the art form of music. It was developed with the cooperation of Helen Sousa, Albert and Priscilla Sousa, and the daughters of the famous composer and bandmaster. Today we would like to award the John Philip Sousa Choral Award to Mr. Zachary Wellnitz. Our second to last award here is the Gordon Mills Award. The Gordon Mills Award is given to an outstanding male vocalist. When Gordon attended school here, when it was originally Gordon High School, he told me stories of having a slew of various choir classes that were offered, and that there was even a boys' glee club that performed a lot of different types of music. He was very proud and supportive of our choirs, and he made sure to let me know that after every concert that he attended. He especially loved the fact that we had so many guys out for our high school choir. This is true. If you look at Panhandle choirs, not a lot of male vocalists. You look at our high school choir, quite a few male vocalists. When Gordon passed away in 2015, his family wanted to honor his legacy of believing in the male high school singer. So thus came about this annual award given out to the most honorable, hardworking male in our choir. A young man who may not always be the strongest singer in the group, but one who demonstrates the desire and growth to make the entire team around him better. Today, we award the Gordon Mills Male Vocalist of the Year Award to Mr. Chris Rodriguez. Chris's name will go on this plaque too. And our last award for the afternoon is the NSA Academic Music Award. This is the Academic All-State Award in recognition for academic excellence and exemplary leadership in music spring season. And this year it is awarded to Mr. Zachary Wellness. That will conclude the Vocal Music Awards, and now we'll have our closing from Mr. Ryan Wellness.
Thank you all for attending and helping us celebrate our achievements. Fine arts will help us for the rest of our life. Have a good evening and drive safely.
Students need to sit and wait. We'll let some of our other guests leave before you all rush out the doors, please. And I have a couple of announcements too. So, we do have ninth period today. We're a little early. It's 2:42. If you need to go to ninth period, you do have to go. Seniors, I will let you exit with everyone now, so you can go to the office and get your checkout sheets if you haven't, and I will check you out. So the guidance office here in just a minute. Seniors may exit.